Listen, the Oklahoma City Thunder aren't just good. They're not just ahead of schedule. They're sitting in this weird, terrifying space where the present is already dominant and the future might be even worse for the rest of the league. And if you think that sounds dramatic, just wait, because the deeper you look at what this team is doing right now and what they're lined up to do next, it gets genuinely ridiculous. The Thunder are sitting at the top of the West. Their advanced numbers look like something out of a video game, and they're flirting with win rate territory that only the 173-9 Warriors ever touched. But here's the thing, nobody seems to wrap their head around. They're doing all of this without Jaylen Williams even playing yet. That's an all-NBA caliber guy who hasn't even checked in. And somehow, the scary part isn't what they're doing this season. It's what comes after. But hang on, we need to start with the part we can actually see on the court. This is not just a great defense, this is a historically great defense. The Thunder rank first in defensive rating, but even saying that undersells what's happening. The gap between them at 1 and whoever is sitting at 2, that gap is the same size as the gap between 2 and the team sitting all the way down around 20th. Let me repeat that. The distance between the Thunder and the second best defense is the same as the distance between the second best defense and a bottom 10 defense. That's absurd.
And when you actually watch them,
it makes sense. They don't give up second chance points. They don't give up fast break buckets. They don't foul. They don't give away free throws. They don't turn the ball over. Every possession feels like you're trying to score on a brick wall with arms. And then on the other end, they're top 5 in offense. So you've got an elite offense, a generational defense, and your all-NBA forward hasn't even played yet. Shai looks completely in control, just coasting through games. Half the time he's on the bench during the fourth quarter because the Thunder are already up 20. Chet has taken another step. The role players have somehow gotten better. AJ Mitchell has turned into one of the most surprising rotation guards in the league. The depth is real, the continuity is real, the confidence is real. As of right now, assuming Jaylen Williams returns healthy, they should be considered the favorite to win the title again. But here's where things get interesting. Because the big question coming into the season wasn't, are the Thunder good? We already knew that. The question was, how sustainable is this? You've got 3 players on enormous deals. That usually means the supporting cast starts to shrink. Guys like Lou Dort, Isaiah Hartenstein, Alex Caruso, players who matter typically vanish because a team simply can't afford them. That's how the NBA is structured right now. 3 max deals? Cool. Enjoy the minimums and second-round rookies. Except, the Thunder found the loophole. They'd been stockpiling draft picks for years, not just to trade them, but to constantly churn in new, cost-controlled rotation players. When you're paying your stars huge money, the only way to stay deep is to hit on rookies who produce right now. And they've done it over and over. So the formula is clear. Keep your stars, draft well. Keep the machine rolling. But here's the part nobody expected. This year, the Thunder might not just be drafting well. They might be drafting insanely well because their extra picks suddenly look way more valuable than anyone thought. They have 2 extra picks in this upcoming draft. And depending on where those land, OKC might move beyond Dynasty talk into something completely new. Let's start with the big one, the Clippers pick. The Clippers owe Oklahoma City their 2026 first rounder, unprotected, and as of right now, the Clippers look old, hurt, and stuck. That pick has a real chance of ending up top 5, maybe top 3. Maybe, and I'm not exaggerating, the number 1 pick in a loaded draft class. Imagine that, a championship-level team adding the first overall pick. There is no precedent for that in NBA history. None. That's how you break competitive balance. And look, the counter-argument makes sense. The Clippers should improve. They're veterans, they want to win, they have no reason to tank because they don't even own the pick. But with flattened lottery odds, with the way injuries hit older teams, with how wild the Western Conference is, there's still a path where that pick lands very, very hot. And OKC would be getting a cost-controlled blue-chip rookie right when they need cheap talent the most. But we're not done. They also have the Utah pick, top 8 protect. If Utah overperforms even a little, or if they get unlucky in the lottery, that pick conveys, that could end up 9th or 10th in this same loaded class. And they only have this pick because Utah salary dumped Derek Favors on them. That could turn into a top 10 pick for free. So let's zoom out for a second. You have a team that is already destroying the league. They already won a title. They already have a core locked in long term. They already have elite depth. And now, There is a world, not even a crazy one, where they walk into the next draft holding the first pick and a top 10 pick, while being the best team in the NBA. That shouldn't be possible. It's almost like finding a cheat code inside a cheat code. And yeah, there are a million variables. Maybe the Clippers recover. Maybe Utah bottoms out. Maybe OKC only gets one extra pick or none at all. But the fact that any of this is even on the table is why the league should be nervous. Because if the Thunder land even one of these picks, and they add that to a roster already built to win for the next decade, the next era of the NBA might already be locked in. So the question is simple. Is this the beginning of an actual dynasty, or are we already watching one in real time? Let me know what you think. Are the Thunder about to own the league for the next 10 years, or is this all just early season hype? If you want more breakdowns like this, feel free to subscribe. Dropping a like would be cool, but most importantly, have a great day.